Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. It's day 16, the last day of round 2.
The Bourbon Van 2025 Advent Bourbon Tournament is brought to you by Boulder Spirits. Boulder Spirits Bourbon was the first whiskey they ever released, and it's still a crowd favorite. Distilled from a high malted barley recipe, this bourbon features notes of apple butter, cinnamon, and kettle corn, all at a very approachable 84 proof. It feels like we're just cruising.
We are cruising.
Right? At last day of round 2, we have very few whiskeys in common.
I know.
But day of days, what do you know? We have 2 whiskeys in front of us. We're drinking the same thing today. This did not happen often.
We got number 2 and number 29.
Excellent. We have gold, or maybe copper-ish, and bronze here. These are beautiful.
Just so that you know, we put up a little over-the-cabinet garland today, and all I see is a butt and a tail because she is just mowing it down.
Yeah. It's not great. She loves grass, and she thinks it's grass.
She does think it's grass.
Goodness, I think this smells amazing.
Yeah.
That's all the things that I like in my bourbon: brown sugar, vanilla, oak.
Nailed it.
A little bit of fruit.
Cherry.
Not a ton of fruit, but a little bit, yeah.
Smells delicious. A little bit sugarier.
That profile speaks to my palate too. I love the smell. You can hear her sneezing over there as she's getting into the garland.
Hey. Stop.
She looks like a bobcat up there.
She does look like a bob. I think she is part bobcat.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ooh. There's a little bit of a floral note to this, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start saying weird things so it's more interesting. Cotton candy.
Raspberry caramel. That's what I get on this one. It's a different animal entirely. It's not as actually intense as glass number 1, even though that ruddier color would make me think that it would be.
Yeah. What if like for the last 2 rounds we just say things that are like the antithesis of what we're actually drinking?
Every glass gets 1 tasting note. These would be some short videos.
All
You'd
right.
probably welcome them at that point.
Day 16.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Beautiful bourbon flavors, but this one has just a hint of mint that kind of comes through at the finish that I very much enjoy.
Yeah,
kind
this
of
is
freshens the breath.
This is such a satisfying sip right here.
Yeah.
It's so easy drinking, but it coats nicely, and there is a sort of quiet intensity about this one because it's so pleasant on the palate, pleasant on the nose, but it also has semi-big flavors here. This is not like a super laid-back whiskey. It will take you on a little bit of a journey, but man, is that satisfying. It's just great.
Yeah, it's one of the, I'm not going to say one of the few, but there's kind of a nice tobacco presence, a little bit of leather tobacco on the finish too here. This one actually was surprising, the amount of flavor we're getting from it. Also, the warmth is like perfect.
Yeah, buttery, cherry, some sort of pastry thing on the tail end of the palate. That's a solid bourbon right there. I really enjoy that.
Me too. On a glass 2?
Let's cleanse our palates. All right, glass 2. See if we find anything new on the nose here.
The color is beautiful. Yeah, I knew this one was going to be a tough one. You have to say that, like, just by the color. You're like, oh, these are going to be pretty nice. Again, really solid bourbon flavors. I actually don't think the finish is as long on this one as that one, which kind of surprises me because I thought this one would have bolder, like a better mouthfeel, better finish, but that's not really the case.
Yeah, what you get here is primarily an oak intensity on the finish, which, like you said, doesn't hang around very long. But I like the palate. I like what shows up there. That vanilla, the caramel, a little bit of a raspberry there, which is just delightful with this flavor profile. I think that this is a really, really good whiskey over here, too.
Yeah.
Maybe daily drinker quality.
100%, yeah.
And it's as good as it is on the palate. I'm going to have a couple more sips of it in a row because I think glass number 1 here, that finish lingered so aggressively. I was really looking for that here. I was looking for that journey, and I'm not finding it just yet. But I'm looking forward to taking a second sip here and seeing what else it can provide.
Yeah, this one has a little bit of a spice to it that comes through after the second and third sips. There's just something there. It's not a mint, but there is just a little bit of a spice in it that hits about, 33% through your sip. So it's just like that first third there.
Yeah.
Really enjoyable. The flavors are coming through a little bit more the more that you drink it.
I like the way that this one hits the different spots of the tongue. You get a zing of like, I keep saying raspberry on this one. I'm still getting that. It gets really dry, almost reminiscent of a powdered sugar on the back of the palate, which is really nice. Disappointing on the finish, though. I really was expecting more, and it's a splash of flavor that you get. It's a lot right up front, and that caramel is really good, and then it just kind of screeches to a halt.
I got a little bit of like pie filling, so like a cherry pie filling on this one too. Again, the flavors are really nice. We've said it 4 times now. The finish is just not as strong on this one.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it any less delicious.
No, it's a very tasty little whiskey here. I'm really enjoying it. Well, time to A/B test. I think we'll stick with glass 2 a little bit longer here, see if we find anything else in there. When we come back, we are going to announce what we have each selected.
Come on, what do you need? What do you need, man? I got candy.
You know what? She passed me. She said, "Bourbon Van." She's pouring whiskey in my face. That was rude.
You want candy bars?
That was a 12-year-old whiskey.
You want mambas? You want candy bars? Oh, don't do it. Do you want more ice? You're out of water now.
I think I'm ready.
I am also ready.
All right.
Yeah. What do you just count of 3 and then we'll talk about it?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Wow, we're carrying the same whiskey forward. That's not something that's happened very much here in the Bourbon Van Advent Tournament 2025. The nose stands out a little more. The palate is a little more layered, a little more complexity, and that finish is considerably better than glass 2.
I wish I had something eloquent to say here, but it really came down to the finish for me.
Yeah.
The finish on glass number 1 was just better. And I liked the flavors of glass number 2. There was nothing I didn't like about drinking glass number 2. There was no rough edges. I thought it was really well balanced. I liked the different flavor notes that you got out of it.
And that means that we get to check in with our favorite and yours, Santa Paws. What was just eliminated here?
Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve won't be stringing you on anymore.
Oh, Cooper's Craft, one of our first loves.
I hate to see this one lose. That whatever's in glass 1 must be awfully good because we love Cooper's Craft. That's a bottle we almost always have on the shelf here, and that raspberry note definitely stood out. We both kind of had a hunch, I think, that this was Brown-Forman, but we had no idea. I probably would have guessed in 1897 or something like that. So what a tasty little whiskey, and it's still in the neighborhood of $30, I think, or something like that. So if you haven't tried that, put that on your shelf. That's great. Well, there you go. Another day in the books, and if my math is correct, we're carrying 3 whiskeys together into the 3rd round.
Okay.
We have not agreed on anything else. So who knows what's about to happen here in this tournament.
Makes
but we hope
for an interesting competition.
Yeah, we hope that you're having as much fun as we are. I'm sure that everybody's brackets are 100%. Nobody could have screwed any of this up from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Round 2. Boom. The Bourbon Van is ending, but the journey is just beginning. Hit the road with us on the Phil and Julie channel.